Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Insurrection Ale Works out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was lucky enough to have a friend bring me down some of these bottles. It's another American Wild Ale from them. I haven't done anything from them in a little while now, so I'm excited for this guy. This one's called Merph, Merph. It says American Wild Ale with blueberries, 5% alcohol. It says American Wild Ale, brewed pale malt, wheat, oats, galaxy hops, fermented with our house lactose strain and a blend of Brettanomyces strains. Aged in stainless fermenters for 4 months, then conditioned on top of wild blueberries. So, there you have it. I'm excited for this guy because the other things that they bottled have all been really nice. So, oh. It looked like it was going to gush. It started building momentum, but I think it slowed down a little bit and it'll be okay. Wow. So as you can see, that's a pretty beautiful, like, bluish, dark red to purple color. It looks lighter in the camera than it does in person in front of me. It poured a white head that dissipated very, very quickly, so that I'm actually kind of surprised the way that kicked up a little bit, because it didn't make a big hiss, and now it looks like, with that pour, it doesn't look like carbonated either. But we'll see. Wow. It smells very, very vinous, very wine-like. There's definitely a little bit of that, like, vanilla tannin from the blueberries. It almost kind of reminds me of like a blueberry mead, which is really interesting. There definitely is some, like, wild Brett character, but it's not necessarily the pronounced aroma. The blueberries are very, very pungent in this, and that, to me, just the way this smells, I feel like it's going to be a complete wild card. It could be really tart, really funky, or neither, and be just really fruity. I have no idea, so I'm intrigued. So, I mean, you can tell it's a sour beer, but it's not very tart. It is a little undercarbonated, which is unfortunate, which is the same case for the Sangdilla Orange, the orange one too, but I didn't care because it tastes really good, and I kind of feel the same with this, but to me this one might even be a little more undercarbonated than that was. There's really not too much Brett character going on. Really, like, it's tasty, and it does have an underlying, like, pale malt character, but it's really almost, to me, it's almost like blueberry juice. But it's not artificial at all, and the slight wild character that it has keeps it from, just tasting like blueberry juice, like, by itself. Honestly, I think the flavors are there. To me, what's killing it is the carbonation. I feel like if the carbonation level in this was kicked up just a couple psi or whatever, I don't know that much science behind it, this would be so much better, because it would have more of like a, wild ales usually have a little bit of like a stinging bite to it from the carbonation, and I feel like that would, round everything out. To me, it has those nice flavors, but at the end, it kind of just falls off into, like, kind of a watery type beer, and I think to me, it's because of the carbonation, which is really, really unfortunate. And I know, like, he hand bottles all these, so I'm guessing they're probably, the carbonation level is probably different bottle to bottle, so I don't think they're all like this. I do have one other bottle, so I'm curious to see what the carbonation level is in this. It's a really tasty beer, but it's just really undercarbonated, which is unfortunate. I think this is the kind of beer that, to fully appreciate it, it needs to be carbonated appropriately. Huh. Yeah, it's really wine like. That's just I just really wish this was more carbonated. I feel like it would be killer. Because it does kind of remind me of their yoga pants, but the yoga pants bottles I had were, if anything, those were over carbonated. But it was appropriately carbonated. This is undercarbonated. So, my thoughts of buy, drink, dump. I'm going to say buy for two reasons. One, I'm guessing that they're not all this undercarbonated. So, okay, three reasons. Two, the flavors I think are really nice. They're just muted because it's undercarbonated. Three, this bottle was only $7.50. So, to get like a traditional American wild ale that's not kettle soured, it's not just burning lactic acid, that has some true complexity to it, for $7.50 is like a really good price point. So even with the lacking of carbonation, I would probably buy a couple more of these if I could, just because it's easy to drink, it's nice, it's really tasty. I just hope other bottles have more carbonation, because then I think it could just put it to that next level. So anyways, and I know they probably still have this too. They're just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, like way out by the airport in Pittsburgh, so people don't go out there as much as some of the other places. Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.